Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the most famous personalities in the world. In fact, he is the most followed person on Instagram. The Portuguese forward started his career with Sporting CP, but it was at Manchester United and Real Madrid where his career took a peak and carved his way to become one of the best football players in the world. But despite Ronaldo being followed by a population bigger than most countries, there are some shocking things about him that only a few know. Welcome! As I discuss 10 shocking things you probably didn't know about CR7. He is a dropout. Do you know that Cristiano Ronaldo was expelled from school before he decided to play football? At the age of 14, Ronaldo was popular among the other kids. However, the popularity might have gotten a little to his head when he sprang a chair toward one of his teachers. Well, little Ronaldo had his reason, and according to him, he disrespected me. The teacher had disrespected him, and you know how Ronaldo reacts to disrespect. Ask Diego Simeone. The rumor is that the teacher made fun of his provincial accent. The act led to his suspension from the school. Well, luck must have been on his side, as this was the time he credits his turning point. His mother advised him to focus on football instead of causing trouble, which from what you can see today, he surely did follow his mother's advice. So it could be a very likely possibility that had he not thrown the chair at the teacher, we wouldn't have the footballing great that we have today. Now how about that? He was named after Ronald Reagan. But I guess you didn't know how he got his iconic name, Ronaldo. Ronaldo Reagan doesn't have quite the same ring to it as Cristiano Ronaldo. But if Ronaldo's dad had his way, that might have been the name of football's biggest star. His father had named him Ronaldo as a way to honor Ronald Reagan, who had been Jose's favorite actor before becoming president of the United States. He was actually born Cristiano dos Santos Aveiro, but his father, who was a huge fan of then US President and former actor Ronald Reagan, decided to give Cristiano the name Ronaldo as his second name. Note that the name Ronald in English is Ronaldo in Portuguese. Ironically, Ronald Reagan and Cristiano Ronaldo look a bit alike. Simply look at the eyes and the grin of both men to make your own judgment. Not to mention Cristiano Ronaldo's love for acting, Hollywood, and glamour. First Puskas winner. Okay, you might have forgotten that Ronaldo won a Puskas, but did you know that Ronaldo had his name written in the history of the award as the first player to win it? The prestigious award was created in October 2009 to honor the legendary Hungarian footballer Ferenc Puskas. The Puskas is all about rewarding the player that scored the most beautiful goal of the year. That year, Ronaldo won it with his 40-yard screamer against Porto, which sent Manchester United into the semifinals of the UEFA Champions League in 2009. This goal also ended Porto's unbeaten record at the Dragao Stadium against English opposition. In this competition, which allowed fans from all over the world to choose and vote from a long list of goals scored, Cristiano Ronaldo came first, scoring 17% of the votes. He topped Barcelona's Iniesta and Wolfsburg Grafite, who came second and third, with 15% and 13% of the votes respectively. Alien-like athleticism. It takes only an athletic freak to score that kind of screamer he did against Porto. Okay, this sounds far-fetched, but scientific studies have been carried out on Ronaldo's ridiculous speed. And one bit of research actually showed that the Juventus star is much better at jumping than the average NBA player, which would explain how he manages to do all those ridiculous scissor kicks. Ronaldo had to work hard to gain all of that speed though. When he was a teenager, Ronaldo put heavy weights on his feet and ran with them during training sessions. He believed that once he took them off, he would be able to run much faster than the average person. Well, it seems to have worked out for him. During an average football season for Ronaldo, he's estimated to sprint 900 times more than an Olympic sprinter does in training. He has no tattoos. Ever since David Beckham's rise to fame, it became a bit of a trend among footballers to cover their entire bodies and have a single tattoo on his body. This might be to do with the fact that the sports star is a committed blood donor. Since the Red Cross stipulates that you can't give blood for at least 4 months after getting an inking, Ronaldo won't have to worry about leaving large periods in between blood donations. He's quite generous. And did you know that CR7 once donated his bone marrow to help his teammate Carlos Martin's son? The 3-year-old was diagnosed with a rare blood disorder. There wouldn't be CR7 without one childhood friend. But an even more emotional story is Ronaldo's relationship with his childhood teammate and friend, Albert Fantrau. Their coach told them that whoever got the most goals in a particular game would win a scholarship to Lisbon's prestigious footballing academy. Van Trao and Ronaldo were neck and neck on goals when Van Trao had the chance to score. Instead, he passed the ball to Ronaldo and passed up the opportunity of a lifetime. He later explained that he did this because he knew that Ronaldo was a better footballer. Ronaldo has never forgotten this sacrifice, and he once gifted Van Trao a house, a card, and money as a thank you. Quite a great story there, that one. First ever Portuguese player to join Manchester United. He really grew up from childhood, when in 2003, Ronaldo signed for Manchester United. He was still only a teenager, but the Red Devils forked out €12 million for Ronaldo, who became the first Portuguese player to join MUFC. He was also awarded the number 7 jersey, but wearing the number 7 jersey came with considerable added pressure, since it had previously been worn by David Beckham, Eric Cantona, and George Best. Ronaldo proved himself more than worthy of the jersey, and the number 7 eventually came to define his sporting career. His iconic number 7. When you mention CR7, no one will confuse it with another brand. Cristiano Ronaldo has owned the number 7 jersey, and it doesn't look like he will let it go soon. He has long trademarked the brand. However, it might not have always been so. When he joined Manchester, his jersey number was supposed to be 28. It may be odd sounding, but that's right. We would have been saying CR28. But Sir Alex Ferguson insisted that Ronaldo take up jersey number 7, so he can fill in the shoes and work into the flair of his predecessors. And since then, Ronaldo has always held on to the number 7 jersey, besides a temporary number 9 when he got to Real Madrid. Even when he got back to Manchester United, he snatched back his beloved number 7 jersey. Ronaldo doesn't drink. Despite CR7's obsession with good hydration, the superstar doesn't drink alcohol. Well, the reason for this was quite personal. Sadly, Ronaldo had his fair share of family tragedy, and when the footballer was only 20 years old, his father Jose died of complications related to alcoholism. The star had tried to get his dad into rehab several times, but unfortunately, Jose refused help. As a result of this loss, Ronaldo refuses to touch alcohol. The footballing great is concerned that the condition is hereditary, and he doesn't want to risk following in his dad's footsteps. The controversy around his kids. But even more controversial is the birth of Ronaldo's first 3 children. In 2010, Cristiano became a father for the first time to Cristiano Jr., who was born in the US to an unidentified woman. He paid the mother for full custody of the baby. It was raised by Ronaldo and Ronaldo's mother in Portugal. He has never revealed the woman's identity, as per their agreement. Also, in 2015, Ronaldo then became a father to twins, who were delivered via a surrogate in the United States. Ronaldo paid the woman to carry his DNA, and he has done this for reasons personal to him. Well, those are the top 10 things you never knew about Cristiano Ronaldo. Some of them are truly incredible. Which one blew your mind? Let us know what you think in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.